Hey, I'm Haley Heath. I'm here with my daughter Dakota, and today we are talking about tips for shed hunting. It can be a ton of fun if you go out there and find one shed or 10 sheds at a time. But if you don't find any, it's not near as much fun, is it?
No.
No. So today we're going to give you a few of the tips that help us be successful when we go out. So Dakota, where do we start? When we go out into the woods, where do we go to start looking for sheds?
We go to the food sources.
That's right, because during the winter, the deer all come to the food sources. There's not as much food for them to find, so they really go to the food sources. So we start there, we glass, we walk, we look around. If we don't see any there, we start looking on the trails, like this one that we're on right now. We start walking down them to see, where, if there are any sheds anywhere, right?
Right.
Now, a lot of times we're very successful with just that, but we have to put a lot of miles on our feet, don't we?
Yes.
It takes a lot of walking, so the kids wear really bright colors so we can all kind of walk through the woods and be able to see each other. But how do we know when they've shed their antlers? Do we like to go right after they shed their antlers?
No, we like to wait a few more days.
No, we don't. We go right after they shed their antlers, but a lot of times it is a few more days because we scout using trail cameras, right? So we'll go check the trail cameras and see if we see deer that don't have antlers, if the bucks have started losing their antlers, right?
Right.
And as soon as we see that, though, we try to get out there as quick as we can.
Yeah.
Because if we don't get out there as quick as we can, that's a lot of times when other scavengers, like squirrels, will find the antlers and they'll move them back away from the places that we see them. And what do they look like when we find them after squirrels have touched them? And they look really rough and all eaten up. And we can't really tell much about the deer. So we like to try to get out there as soon as they drop them, as quick as we realize that they've dropped them, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you can go out there and glass food sources, and that's a great way to see the deer, in their natural environment and see when they've lost their antlers. In our area, we don't have that ability to really go to areas that are wide open and can glass those areas, so we use trail cameras as the best way to do. But if you're in an area that is very open, it's great to go and glass the deer to see when they've dropped their antlers. You can really see that as a pattern, right?
Right.
All right, well that sounds good. Well, I hope that helps, and I hope you're able to get tons of sheds this season and getting excited for the fall season, right?
Right.
All right, happy hunting.